Hello and welcome to Come to Know Mary. Here, we deepen our love for Jesus and Mary through prayer and devotion. Lent is a season of sacrifice, prayer, and deep spiritual renewal. But have you ever thought about offering your Lenten sacrifices specifically for priests? Priests dedicate their lives to serving God's people, yet they face immense spiritual battles, challenges, and loneliness. Today, we will journey together and learn how to offer our Lenten sacrifices through Mary for the sanctification, protection, and renewal of our priests. Mary, the mother of priests, understands the trials they face. She stood by her Son, Jesus, the eternal high priest, through his suffering, death, and resurrection. By uniting our Lenten offerings with hers, we can strengthen priests in their mission and deepen our own spiritual lives. Let's begin this Lenten journey together, walking hand in hand with Mary as we intercede for the priests who guide and serve us. 1. Why offer sacrifices for priests? The priesthood is a sacred calling, but priests are human. They experience exhaustion, doubts, and even temptations. Many of them carry heavy crosses, and the enemy seeks to discourage them because of their vital role in the Church. Our sacrifices during Lent, our fasting, prayers, and almsgiving, can become powerful intercessions for these spiritual fathers. 3 reasons to pray and sacrifice for priests. 1. They bring us the Eucharist. Without priests, we wouldn't have the Holy Mass or the Blessed Sacrament. 2. They offer spiritual guidance and forgiveness. Through confession and pastoral care, they help us grow closer to God. 3. They face spiritual battles. The enemy attacks priests because they are shepherds of souls. By offering our Lenten sacrifices for them, we strengthen them spiritually and help them persevere in their vocation. 2. How Mary teaches us to intercede for priests. Mary is the ultimate intercessor. At the foot of the cross, she witnessed the greatest suffering of her Son, the eternal high priest. She embraced his sacrifice and offered it to the Father for the salvation of the world. We, too, can follow Mary's example by 1. Offering our sufferings, big or small, for priests just as Mary united her sorrow with Christ's passion. 2. Praying for their sanctification and protection as Mary prays unceasingly for all her children. 3. Encouraging and supporting our local priests just as Mary encouraged the apostles after Jesus' resurrection. Let's now look at specific ways we can offer our sacrifices for priests through Mary. 3. Daily Lenten sacrifices for priests. During Lent, we are called to prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. Here's how we can direct these practices toward helping priests. A prayer for priests. 1. Pray the Rosary daily for priests. Offer each decade for specific priests in your parish or diocese. 2. Pray the 7 Sorrows Rosary. Unite your prayers with Mary's sorrow for her Son and all priests. 3. Offer a holy hour. Spend time in Eucharistic adoration, praying for priest strength and perseverance. 4. Pray a novena for priests. Consider praying the Saint Therese novena for priests or a novena to Saint John Vianney. Be fasting for priests. Fasting is a powerful weapon against spiritual attacks. Consider fasting for priests. 1. From complaints and negativity, instead, offer up gratitude for priests. 2. From social media or distractions, use that time for intercessory prayer. 3. From a favorite food or habit, offer the discomfort for a priest who may be struggling. See almsgiving for priests. 1. Donate to seminaries or organizations that support priestly vocations. 2. Offer acts of service to your parish priest, bring them a meal or send a letter of encouragement. 3. Support retired or sick priests with prayers and assistance. Each small sacrifice, done with love, has the power to lift a priest spiritually. 4. The role of the Mass in offering sacrifices for priests. The Holy Mass is the most powerful prayer on earth. Attending Mass regularly during Lent and offering it for the sanctification of priests can bring immense grace. 1. At the offertory, spiritually place all priests on the altar. 2. During the consecration, ask Mary to bless and protect all priests as they bring us the body and blood of Christ. 3. After communion, pray, Lord, sanctify your priests, protect them, and renew their strength. If possible, attend weekday masses and offer them for specific priests you know. 5. Walking with Mary, a personal Lenten commitment. Let's take a moment to reflect. How will you offer your Lenten sacrifices for priests? Write down your Lenten commitment. 1. A prayer commitment, example, I will pray 1 rosary a day for priests. 2. A fasting commitment, example, I will fast from social media and use that time for intercessory prayer. 3. An act of almsgiving, example, I will send a letter of encouragement to my parish priest. Each day, as we make our sacrifices, let's imagine placing them in Mary's hands, asking her to present them to Jesus for the sanctification of his priests. A closing prayer. As we close, let us unite in prayer. Mary, Mother of Priests, you stood at the foot of the cross as your Son, the eternal High Priest, offered his life for us. Today, we bring you our sacrifices, prayers, and offerings for all priests. Cover them with your mantle, strengthen them in their vocation, and help them to remain faithful and holy. Jesus, through the Immaculate Heart of Mary, bless and sanctify your priests. Amen. Thank you for joining me on this Lenten journey. If this video has inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe to help spread this mission of prayer. May you have a blessed and transformative Lent.